On June 24, the Director General of the OECS Commission, Dr. Didacus Jules, received letters of credence from the Ambassador of Mexico to the OECS, His Excellency Luis Manuel Lopez Moreno, at a ceremony held at the Commission. The Director General conveyed his appreciation for the positive role that Mexico has played over the years in the development process of the OECS region.
Given the unprecedented initiative launched by the UN to mobilize members' attention to the vulnerability of small island states this year, it is our hope that we can utilize this excellent opportunity to pursue new areas of cooperation with our development partners such as Mexico.
Ambassador Moreno said Mexico recognizes and acknowledges that the institutional strength of the OECS is an essential asset. He said Mexico considers that besides the projects at the bilateral level with each country, cooperation initiatives should be implemented to take advantage of the ability and strength of the OECS. In this connection, both the Director General and the Mexican Ambassador referred to a draft agreement on scientific and technical cooperation between Mexico and the OECS, which has already been negotiated and is ready for signature. Both sides confirmed their intention to sign the agreement shortly. Felix Dennis, a homeowner on the Grenadine island of Mustique St. Vincent and the Grenadines, whose publishing company donated the 12,500 laptop computers to be distributed to Vincentian Secondary School students this month, died on Saturday, June 21, at age 67. Dennis died peacefully at his home in Dorsington, England, after a long and painful battle with cancer. Dennis Publishing, the UK's largest technology publisher, brokered a deal to provide over 12,500 laptops to secondary schools in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The deal between Dennis Publishing, the UK's largest technology publisher, and the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines has seen technology leaders Acer, Microsoft, and Trend Micro come together to provide computers for secondary school students in that country. It is hoped that the scheme will inspire a new generation of entrepreneurs and assist the burgeoning economy of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dennis Publishing said in a statement earlier this year. The Treasury of Antigua and Barbuda reportedly stands to lose millions of dollars as a result of the Antigua and Barbuda Labour Party Gaston Brong-led administration's decision to waive work permit fees effective June 23 until year-end for all CARICOM nationals seeking to work in Antigua and Barbuda. According to the country's estimates of revenue and expenditure for the periods 2010, 2011, and 2012, the Treasury received an estimated $12.8 million in work permit fees. An official in the Antigua Labour Party who spoke to the Antigua Observer on condition of anonymity has described the waiver as ludicrous. Work permit fees can vary from $500 to more than $7,500 in Antigua depending on the job category. A second batch of OECS border control officers took part in training on watch listing at a two-day training workshop aimed at strengthening the region's border security operations recently. Participants comprised 5 immigration officers from Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, the British Virgin Islands, Montserrat and St. Lucia, along with customs officers from Antigua and Barbuda and Montserrat. Support from the European Union is being provided under the project Economic Integration and Trade of the OECS region. The project, administered by the OECS Commission, is financed by the 10th EDF Regional Program and seeks to contribute to the establishment of the OECS Economic Union as a single economic and financial space. The training was facilitated by the Barbados-based Joint Regional Communication Center. Watch listing is a system used by law enforcement agencies for monitoring and tracking the movement of subjects of interest, criminals or persons who are considered a threat to national security when traversing into and out of a member state. And finally, in the regional news segment, economist Sir Frank Aline wants to see an end to the continuing talk about devaluation of the Barbados dollar. According to the Barbados Advocate, Sir Frank Aline's intervention came at a luncheon discussion of the Barbados Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the BCCI, at the Barbados Hilton, where the veteran economist also called on government to adhere to sound fiscal management. BCCI members also heard from Dr. Don Marshall, acting head of the Sir Arthur Lewis Institute for Social and Economic Research at the UWI Cave Hill campus, who spoke on the topic defending the exchange rate peg. But Sir Frank said he wanted business leaders and civil society groups, among others, to get across the message that adherence to sound economic policies is important to stave off devaluation, which would not be in the best interest of the Barbados economy. And still to come on JTV News, we take a look at the history of Territory Day celebrations in the Virgin Islands. Education Minister applauds students and the teachers, and out with the old and in with new uniforms for RVIPF officers.